guys, how you doing? I'm on from Digital Pizza here. Me and the guys are going to talk about the new information that was revealed about Pokemon Sun and Moon today. So again, I'm Moon and Gorfy.
Gorfy the Gorf here, like he said, with Digital Pizza Media, here to talk some Pokemon with my Poke family.
Skyberg 12.
And Alpha Wolf 0195.
Alright, Kenryu?
Hey guys, I'm Ken. Not a huge Pokemon fan. I like to play the games, but they're just too involved for me, so I don't take them seriously. Like some of these guys here will talk about initial values and so on and so forth. Me, I just play it and I beat it and I move on to the next one. Moan?
Alright, so we're just going to hit all the talking points or all the cool information that was released today. And the biggest, or not the biggest thing, but I think the thing I like the most out of this reveal is that they're giving the classic Pokemon, or a few classic Pokemon, we don't know how many, some Alola forms, which is just different variations of them. Like we have Executor, and as we talk about them, we're going to have the picture of them on the screen. So Executor, he's going to have a different form than his regular Executor form. So he looks a lot longer. Like I said, you can see him on the screen. He'll be a grass dragon type now. And he'll have an ability called Frisk. What do you guys think of the design? I know a lot of people were making memes, making fun of it all over the internet today.
It's going to be a meme sensation. The return of Long Cat is long.
Yeah.
I don't know. This form itself is, it's kind of whatever to me. But just having different forms is what's big for me. What about you, Kenryu?
Some of the Pokemon that we're gonna go through, I'm gonna say I really loved the cool new, fresh look. For this one, it's two parts of it that I don't like. I don't like he looks nothing like a dragon. I guess you could say the long neck might make him look like a dragon, but you'd be lying to me. So I don't think he should be part dragon type. And he just looks too weak. I mean, I'm not a fan of this one. When we get to the Ninetales, though, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to like it or hate it. One of the things I saw on the internet that I thought was funny was like a picture of Charizard crying because he's a flying fire type. He's not a fire dragon type, so he's like towards a grass dragon. So I just thought that was funny.
That's a good one.
Okay, so yeah.
Reminds me of that Spider-Man meme. I'm amazing too. Remember that?
So some of the other Pokemon they get or have Alola forms or Vulpix and Ninetales. They go from being fire types to ice and then Ice Fairy. I think they look really cool. I like the designs. What do you guys think?
We've watched it together as a group, and these two seem to be excited about it. What did you guys think of the new Vulpix and Ninetales forms?
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Did you like it? Did you think it looked cool?
I liked it.
You look forward to it, or?
I'm looking forward to
Cool.
these new Alola forms.
Me too.
Personally, I thought it was great. A new spin on a old Pokemon is always welcome to me. What about you, Kenryu?
Yeah, I just said before, I didn't expect us to get to it so soon, but from what we've seen so far, the Ninetales is the cream of the crop of the new forms. I mean, maybe Sandshrew might give it a little run for the money, but I like that it looks cool, and fairy Pokemon have come out into the front runner of things lately, haven't they? And they might be going a little overboard by throwing fairy in there, but just the fact that Pokemon Go came out recently, we got 150 Pokemon, or 138 of them, and they're back to the original Pokemon. I really like this throwback and getting back to the blue and the red days, and these are the Pokemon I grew up with and the Pokemon I loved. It's not these new fancy versions of Pokemon. I can't even remember their names. Lucario. Whatever.
Lucario's awesome.
Yeah, what the heck?
I know.
Alright, so two of the other Pokemon that have Alola forms are Sandshrew and Sandslash, and I really like these designs. They're my two favorite ones. I think they look awesome. I like Sandshrew's little igloo head and Sandslash's awesome ice spikes coming out of his back. This is my favorite ones. Gorfy is shaking his head no. What do you think?
I think it's just all the Pokemon Go I've been doing. I'm just sick of Sandshrews. Like, I don't even care right now. What about you two? Do you like the new Sandshrew? Kind of crystally.
Yeah.
Looks pretty nice. It's actually really interesting.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Ken?
Ice Dragon. Yeah. I figured you'd like this one, Maroni. You know. I just had a feeling.
Yeah.
But I mean, not much more
I've
to
never
say
had
on
a
it. I just
Sandslash
really
on my
liked it.
team.
No, what'd you say? I missed that.
One of the things that I thought, it's like I've never had a Sandslash on my team, but I think I'm about to.
Yeah.
Very nice, mine.
One of the things that I kind of found interesting, or I was wondering about, is that there are different forms of the Pokemon. I was kind of wondering why they didn't just like execute or Executor. How come he didn't just evolve into this new form, or why didn't they make a de-evolved form of Sandshrew and then have a different evolutionary change? So you have a Sandshrew, and then he evolves into Sandshrew, and then maybe that Snowshrew or something like that. You know what I mean? So it branches off into
Sort
two
of
different types.
like what they do for
things.
Eevee, having different evolutionary chains.
Exactly, something like that. But I mean, it's still pretty cool. I was just wondering why they didn't do that.
They were kind of convolute the series. I don't know. I kind of like what they're doing with alternate evolutions. We had the Mega Evolutions. I thought that was really fun to play with. It was really meta. And this is just something new, something to test the waters with, and I think it's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I like it. I like the designs and everything. I don't have a problem with it. I was just wondering, like I said. Alright, so then we had a bunch of new Pokemon that were revealed as well. First off is Oricorio, which is a bird-type Pokemon that has 4 different forms. They kind of do like is it the Fiji Islands, where there's different islands with birds and they've evolved differently over time? What is that? I should have paid attention in biology class? I don't know. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where there's like a set of islands somewhere and like there's different birds. They're like the same bird, but they've evolved differently because of the different islands they're on. Yeah, the different climates.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
don't remember that, but
so there's
sounds like it could be Fiji or probably the Philippines. I mean, because there's so many islands over there, right?
Yeah, so this is what I think they're basing it off of. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but the Oricorio birds, they're birds, but they're 4 different type of birds. I mean, they all have the same names. So there's a fire flying, an electric flying, a psychic flying, and a ghost flying. So they're pretty much the same Pokemon, except they change from electric or fire or whatever, depending on the island you go to. So if you go to I don't know, let's say the main island, it could be a fire one, but if you go to a different island, it will be an electric type instead if you find it on that island.
I like
So this
that.
is kind of like the Deerling? The Deerling, though?
No, because similar, but that depends on the seasons. So what do you guys think about that? Or
I like it.
You guys like the new birds?
Yeah.
It was
I like the new
interesting because
birds.
they look like 4 different types of dancers. Let's see. The first one kind of reminded me of I want to say Spanish or Mexican dress. It looked like it was wearing a Spanish or Mexican dress. The second one looked like a cheerleader, I want to say. The third one looked like a hula dancer, of course, right?
yeah, one of them looked like a.
Yeah. And the fourth one, it kind of looked like it was holding fans, like traditional Japanese or something. I don't know.
For me, I care
Yeah,
less about how they look. I care more about the types. So flying Pokemon are always fun, but being able to create your niche little teams. I mean, you'll say, oh well, this one's flying Psychic, or this one's flying, Fairy. This one's flying whatever, flying Ghost. Being able to have those unique setups in mind to counter another team is pretty cool, and so I'm really excited just to have a little bit more variety there and in the choices of Pokemon we have for those types.
All right, so I'm gonna hit off the next Pokemon, so we don't take too long. There's a new Pokemon. It's a rock flying called Miner. He has the ability Shields Down. When half his health is depleted, he loses his outer shell, and you can see his inner body, and he takes normal damage after that. And then we have Gumshoes, which is Yangoose's evolved form. He's a normal type Pokemon, and he has an ability called Strong Jaw. And then two new Pokemon is Formantis and its evolution form Laurentis, and they have the ability Leaf Guard and a new move called Solar Blade, and I believe they're both just grass types. And then lastly, the last Pokemon that was showed off, or I don't know if it was the last one that showed off, but the last one that we're mentioning is Mudsaddle's pre-evolved form, which is a ground type called Mudbray. I don't know if you guys remember how any of these looks. That you guys have any thoughts on these new Pokemon?
Mudbray was the horse, right?
Yeah, he's the donkey that turns into the horse.
I really like that one. That one I think was my favorite of all the newer builds. I like the donkey more than I like the birds. Get one, name it Donkey, I'm gonna stomp you, Moan. Stomp you with my donkey.
I like his donkey form, but I don't really like his evolved form. Any thoughts on them, or just them? I thought they looked okay. None of them stood out too much to me. I kind of like Miner, because like you take off his outer shell and he's like a little weird ghost thing or something.
I like that it's a cool concept like that. You know, I wonder if they'll have any other features other than just he takes normal damage after the shell comes off. You know, sort of like Rock Lee or something from Naruto, where you take off the weights or the armor, the outer shell, and he becomes faster. Or
that would
something
be
like that.
He takes off the bandages.
So
that would be cool. I guess we'll see. Any other thoughts on the new Pokemon?
Not really. I mean, they're all pretty cool. I can't say any of them are my favorite. I'm more for dark types anyways. But yeah, they were all pretty good.
Hey Randy, the Pixely just left. I can see you clearly now.
I can see clearly now.
You're so pretty.
The pixel's gone.
Alright, so
Wow. Seriously, Dad? Seriously?
so the next thing we're going to talk about is a new thing called Z moves that they announced today, which are utilizing special bracelets the trainers have. A Z ring fits on the trainer's arm, and a Z crystal are set into it. If a Pokemon holds the same variety of Z crystal, the two will be able to resonate with one another. The crystals that correspond with each Pokemon type have found on the Alola region. Man, this is long. So there are two conditions to performing the Z moves. The Pokemon must learn the move of the same type of the Z crystal, and it must be holding a corresponding Z crystal. When you see these moves in action in the game, each overwhelmingly powerful move will be on full display, filling the entire screen. A special bit of merchandise, there's that toy that goes along with the Z-Ring thing that they go on and talk about. What do you guys think about the Z move? I know Ren or Gorfy was saying there are DBZ power hubs.
It's kind of like Mega Evolving, because you can use one move per battle.
It's interesting that you have to be holding an item to use the Z move. That means if Mega Evolution is still a thing, you can't Mega Evolve and use the Z move. So I think it would be like a counter to some of the Megas or in a Alola form or whatever. I think it would be a good counter for that.
That's actually cool.
Yeah, I think that's what they. Now that you mentioned it, this is probably something they're going with, so they don't have to create all these new Mega forms to compete against each other. Just give any standard Pokemon the ability to use this Z move, and it gives them an edge to fight a Mega.
Yeah,
That's pretty
cool.
Super Saiyan, huh?
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I guess it'll be interesting to see how it's people using in battle. But like I said, we'll see if Megas are still a thing.
Mega.
Yeah, well,
All right, the last thing.
Primal.
The last thing that they mentioned in this little preview is, I don't know if they're taking out gym battles. I kind of doubt they're taking them out,
Yeah.
but they're called Island Challenge Trials now, where you compete in four, or I think there's 4 islands. You complete on the island challenges. On every single island, there's a different challenge. And once you complete the challenge, you fight a totem Pokemon, which is like a stronger, more powerful version of that Pokemon. And he can summon Pokemon to assist him in battle. And then after you do that, you go into the grand trials of that island or something like that. It sounds pretty interesting and cool. Like I said, I think it's just going to be a side thing. I think there's going to be gym battles. There's no way they're taking out gym battles. I just don't see that happening. So I think it's like an extra side thing to add more value to the game or more battles or something. What do you guys think, Gorfy?
I think if it is an update to the whole gym battling system, I'm really gonna welcome it. Anything different from the same old, hey, let's go beat the 8 gyms, go down Victory Road, beat the Elite Four, and become the best. Anything other than that, I'm all for it. And if they still have the regular gyms and they have these island challenges, I'm all for that too. I like that they're trying to add a variety of more things to do. I like they're adding, different forms, different move systems. And I think the totem Pokemon calling more into the fight, so you have like a horde battle out of nowhere. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You guys like the Kahuna challenge?
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Elite Four in a way, because like it's the different people you have to face, and then you gotta face the totem Pokemon, kind of like you're facing the champion. But yeah.
I can't fit in this Pokeball.
No, you can't.
I could actually see that being a thing, like maybe the Elite Four, sort of like a warm-up battle kind of a thing, where they might not show off their best stuff, but it's like to test you, and then they'll go back to an Elite Four island or something, where they'll be like, well, you beat us when we showed you the methods, but can you beat us when we show you the good stuff?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can weaken a totem Pokemon and then let it summon all of its friends and then kill them all at once for fat XP. We gotta think about efficiency right off the bat here.
That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be cool. One of the things I heard mentioned is that a lot of people were comparing it to the Orange Islands. I don't know if you guys remember in the anime when Ash went through the Orange Islands, riding on Lapras, going to island, fighting each island leader or whatever. That's what a lot of people are comparing it to, or from what I've seen at least. I think it's really interesting because I've always wanted to go to the Orange Islands ever since I watched the anime. So it's really cool that it's similar because I'm like, yes, I get to go there. It might not be the same thing, but still, it's interesting, new and different. And I always welcome that, because the dynamics of Pokemon are still going to be there. You're still going to catch Pokemon. You're still going to battle people. So regardless if there's gym battles like Gorfy was saying, or just these island battles, or the two of them, or a mixture of them, or whatever, it's still going to be the same old Pokemon game. Like I said, catch them, battle. It's going to be fun.
I agree.
So that's pretty much everything that was announced today. You guys have any thoughts on it? Anything you want to talk about?
I just want to say I'm really excited for Sun and Moon. I was a Generation 1 player. I started with Red and Yellow. I went into Gold. I took a hiatus for a little bit. Got back in Black 2. Played X and Y. And I really like the direction the franchise is going. It's going to be fun. And I'm probably going to end up buying 2 copies of each for my Poke family. It'll be good. And comes out November 18th. That's 2 days after my birthday. So get myself a little early birthday present. It'll be good.
Okay, so you're gonna get 2 copies of each, but Maroni, which copy are you looking at?
I'm actually buying 2 copies. Not 2 copies of each, but I'm buying Sun.
One of each.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have the 2 of them. I haven't decided which one I'm gonna play, but I'm already know I'm gonna buy the 2 of them.
And what about these younger players here? Are you excited for the new game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I started off on Black version, then I went to X, so I'm more of like a rookie as far as Pokemon goes. Pokemon Go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Are you, Skyborg? You ready?
Yeah.
Gonna catch them all?
Yeah.
You gonna give them all back to me?
Ken?
I think I'm gonna get Sun.
Back none.
I like the lion. He looks cool.
Yeah,
And
he's pretty cool.
I've always liked lions. I've liked dogs, so I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. But you know, like I always have terrible luck with these things. Like I went for X, and then Y ended up being better, and I just feel like I'm probably gonna make the wrong decision. So anybody who's watching this, I'm going with Sun. You should probably go with Moon. You'll have better luck.
I was going
There
with
is
Sun.
no wrong decision as long as you're having fun.
I was going for Sun.
There we go.
Fish.
Words
Posh.
from a wise Pokemon trainer.
All right, so I guess that's all we have to talk about. So I guess we'll sign off. Again, I'm Moan from Digital Pizza. Thanks for watching, Gorpy.
Yeah, Gorpy, we got a Skyboard,
Alpha Wolf.
and Kenryu.
I guess I'm Ken Ryu, but you guys might also
Prince
notice me.
Darien.
Yeah, I'm Prince Darien from Sailor Moon in some of my online games and mobile games and stuff. You might even see me as Ken_Patelli. I reuse different names, and I don't have an official gamer tag. I might need to work on that. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.
All right,
And bye, Maroni.
Peace out!
Montaro.
Wow.
Peace out.
later.